text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
You text me then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. You know. 205-964-5243. You know.
Oh, in here. We're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. For tonight's Flippinar 212, we're here to answer your question. This is the original live stream. We're here to answer your questions about wholesale real estate with a strong emphasis. Well, we're here to talk about real estate investing with a strong emphasis on wholesale real estate, where there's low to no barrier to entry, low risk, high reward. The title of this particular show, this daily, this Flippinar, is let's wholesale some land. Wholesale land with the flip man. So real quick, you want instructions on how to do that? This is nationwide. Text the word RAW, R-A-W, to the number to get those instructions. I'll talk about it as we go on. If you want to join us on the live stream, text the word Gator to this number, and you can get pushed to the front of the line to get your questions answered live with Adrian and I. Just Adrian is here with us tonight. Renique is not here. Hopefully back next week. So it's just me and the other Alabamian. Make sure you like and share this. And over to you, AP.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here this Thursday evening. As Ty said, this is the place where we talk about wholesaling real estate with little to no cash or credit, and also real estate investing in general. So yeah, we're live across all social media platforms. So go ahead and start posting those questions. I'll read the questions and Ty will answer the questions. I'm going to go ahead and give you this number now, guys. The number is 205-964-5243. There's going to be a lot of keywords that you can text to that number to get some really helpful information for you on your wholesaling journey. You can also text that word Gator, G-A-T-O-R, as Ty mentioned, and you can join us live and ask your question yourself. That number again is 205-964-5243. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and jump right on into this thing. You still have time, by the way, to text a friend, text, tag, share with a friend, and have them join you as well. So bring them on over, like and subscribe. Make sure you hammer that like button. Let us know you're here and that you're enjoying this free content. Okay, so Taylor has a really good question, and it is, I started my business wholesaling. Is it a such thing as too early? What do you mean too early, Taylor? Is it ever possible to be too early or too soon?
No, it's never not too, can be too early or too soon.
All right, so Life by LB, thank you for joining us. And Marlon Reed, hey, how are you? Body by Tay, VA. Matt Bittner, thank you. And Muna. Now, Matt Bittner has a question about wholesaling land. He wants to know, have you ever wholesaled active farmland?
No, I think I put the wrong link in there. Did I? Oh, I did. Oh, okay. Yeah, we put the wrong link in there that you just sent out. You sent it out? Oh, I put the wrong link in there.
Okay, so I will.
You'll do it, redo it?
Yeah.
Okay. So to answer his question, no, I haven't done that large of a plot, but that's what we're in, we want to do. So text the word raw to this number, 205-964-5243. Sent the wrong link. Just tell them we sent the wrong link.
Okay, Michelle McCord, thank you for going ahead and texting the word Gator. Just follow the instructions on how to
You
join
got
us,
the YouTube
and
link,
you can
or
be
did you do
here.
the, you can do the what's the name?
No, I just got the string. I just did the copy from here.
No, don't send that one.
No, oh no, because that's the join
Yeah,
join. So I haven't done anything
yeah,
yet.
no, you
Okay.
you go up to the top there. Oh, I can do it. I can do it from here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can do it
That's
from
pretty cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
here. I can do it from
Mm-hmm.
here.
All this tech
Go
stuff.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so LaShawn Major, hello, Drelano Taylor, Phillips, TNY Home Solutions, hopping over to our social media accounts. The experience. I got your question coming up next, Mr. Payoff. Machiavelito _ fresh one. Thank you. I see all you guys. And make sure you're liking and subscribing as well. So, getting into the AR experience. The question is, how do we analyze a deal to make sure it's a good deal? I think I'm not analyzing well enough, but I have the buyers.
Well, the videos to help you, that's one of the main reasons people fail in this business is because they never figure out what a great deal is. Text the letters GD to this number. That video will get you started on understanding what's a great deal and how you can use my deal calculator and the repair calculator estimator. And then you'll need the follow-up video on ARV. So text the letters ARV, not ABR.
All right, and there you have it. It's also on your screen there. To master ARVs, text the letters ARV to 205-964-5243. I told you all that number, you're going to hear it over and over and over again because there's some pretty awesome keywords you can send to that number to get some information that's going to help you out. So GTG1, you're right. We are definitely live. Going to our next question is coming from Angela Brown. So thank you, Angela, for joining us tonight. Where can I find the script of what to say to the owners of the properties when I contact them to make an offer?
Okay, I don't have a card up here, but text the word script to the phone number 205-964-5243, and that video will break it down to what to say. So basically give you that context on how you should be operating.
All right, thank you for that. Clear Color Entertainment, where are the cheapest deals right now? I'm fishing. I don't even, could you really answer that? Where are the cheapest deals?
I don't know what he means by that because they're going to be great deals in any decent sized market, you know, because it comes from motivated sellers. Motivated sellers are created just through life, you know, divorce, death, job loss, health, relocation. All of those things exist and more in all markets. So you as a wholesaler have to do an effective job of letting people know you exist as a wholesaler, and well as a real estate investor. So I don't know what you know. I don't know what he really means by that.
Okay.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, just give me some follow up if it was second part to that question there. Mo Love Goodies wants to know, are we able to approach sellers with an offer if the home is listed with an agent?
Can you target? Can you target listed properties? I'm selling it down. All right. So can you target listed properties? And the answer is yes, you can. Just understand that dealing with a real estate agent is a different animal than dealing directly with the actual homeowner. Whenever you bring an agent into the mix, the agent make their money based on commission. So guess what that means? The more the house sells for, or the more they make. Guess how you make your money? The cheaper you get it, the more you make. So you all at an automatic resistance. What do they call, you know, like a magnet, two magnets will stick together, but then you flip
opposites?
the polar opposites. That's the word.
It could be. That works.
I just need you in my pocket. Adrian, sell a series. Adrian.
Oh, don't do that.
So But yeah, but it can be done. You know, agents going to generally want $1,000 in earnest money. It's negotiable, but that's what they expect. They're going to want you to have proof of funds. So if you can jump through all those hurdles, and then on top of that, you're promoting a property that's already being advertised for sale, that could cause more trouble than it's worth. Also, one of the reasons why, probably the main reason why wholesalers are effective, and there's a need for them, because we control the deal. If you bring a real estate agent into a deal, you lose a lot of control. Again, it can be done, but if you're asking that question, you may want to avoid those. You know, it's really not a lane newbie should take, just because of the responses and how you will be possibly treated. They could be very discouraging. The easier deals out there, man.
All right. So Jordan Hemingway wants to know how to cover the price of the repair costs with no money or crediting your first flip.
Well, you're trying to do a fix and flip, you're gonna have to have some money or access to it, or really a combination of both. Period.
Okay.
You know, that we're talking about wholesaling. Those are the people that we feed our deals to, the ones that do have the money and or resources to do the fix and flip. Let them worry about that headache. You make your money, you're on to the next.
Okay. Yoda, I see you down there. Wave at me when you're ready and I'll bring you on live with there you go.
Oh, that's our boy.
Boom. How you doing today?
What's good, family? How y'all doing?
Good, doing well. Thank you for joining us.
Before we get started, please just give Flip his flowers. Go ahead and just drop the flower emoji down bottom, man. Get this man his flowers, man. Give them to him while he there.
I like that. That's what's up. Y'all heard the man. Drop the flowers. Drop the flowers. Where you calling from?
I'm from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Me and Flip talked yesterday. I was on the live.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so check this out, Flip, right? You remember I told you I had them at 140, 149. I got them to 110. And guess what? Today I got them at 100K, right? So I went and watched the video. I put him on the contract for 100K. He texted me. He was like, we can do 100K cash if we can close in 7 days, and you will have to cover all the fees, and you can use our attorney since he have all the info. I said, okay. I need the square footage because I can't get the square footage because it isn't listed and he doesn't know it accurately. So he texted me back. He was like, please measure the square footage.
Whoa, let's stop. Whoa. We're just going right past him telling you, can we close in 7 days? Deal breaker. We're going right past him saying we can use my attorney. Deal breaker. No, you cannot allow him to control the deal like that. Those are deal breakers, period.
I figured that.
Yeah, those are deal breakers.
But in the midst of that, I did create the contract. I sent it over to him via email to DocuSign, and that's already in the works. But that's where I'm stuck at right now with the attorney thing. He wants to use
You're stuck at the what date? What date did you put on that to close?
I put I put 10 instead of 7.
Yeah, that ain't no, man. No. 30 is a minimum. 30 days is a minimum.
Okay.
You want to go and as soon as you get off the phone, they go and cancel. If you send it through DocuSign, go cancel that immediately. Okay. No. You don't see that. You talking about the lake house we were talking about yesterday? Yeah. So you don't even. I thought maybe I wasn't clear. That ain't a house you would put on the contract because you don't have any comps. You don't know if it's worked out or not.
I got you.
You don't know if it's worked out or not. You don't have anything to go by. I told you to text it over to me. I would have looked it up.
I did.
You did?
Yes, sir. And somebody contacted me once I went on your deal later to fill it out and asked me if I still needed help with a cash buyer, and I said yes. I would join the live today.
Well, do this for me right now.
Like I got my iPad. I got my iPad.
I was actually looking for it.
In the private chat.
Yeah, in the private chat. Now, you don't want to put your deal out there. Somebody might get you. Now, in the private chat here, Give me the address and I'll pull it up right now and tell you what I think.
All right, 1 second.
You see the private chat? I just sent you a message in there.
Okay, got it. 1 second.
All right, guys. Just like Yoda, what is it? Yota?
Yoda.
Yoda. Okay, I was called Yoda when I was a little kid because my ears were big and they stuck out above my head just like Yoda. But that's personal, so we ain't gonna talk about that.
Really?
Yeah, my sisters used to call me Yoda. They thought
Oh,
that
they
was
were
so
so
funny.
mean.
Yeah, that was something. I got Dumbo, I got Yoda. Yeah.
Okay, I just dropped it in the
I
chat.
never noticed that.
Not now. My head caught up with my ears,
Oh, okay.
but they
You
still
got
big.
photos of that?
You know what? We not doing this today. Okay, you see the address?
Let me see. Where is it? Private.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, I didn't get that. Okay, so okay, boom.
All right, guys, you too can join us live by texting the word Gator to the number 205-964-5243. You can come on, ask your questions, and get some follow-up. Just like my man's Yoda here. He talked to him yesterday, and we're doing a follow-up right now. So appreciate that.
Now he paid $11,000 for it back in November this year.
Yep.
And he trying to get 100?
Yeah, he paid a
Oh, no, man.
man. Now I'm pulling some comps here. Okay, so let's see what we got. All right. So I got one comp here. It was just vacant land though, and it sold for $45,000.
That's right next to it, right?
Yeah, it's on the same street. Looks like. I got another one that did sell. Okay, yeah, that did. Okay, where is that one at? Number 3. It's across the street though. But yours is actually on the water though. So, it did sell for. Why
The AR experience. I see you on Instagram. If your son don't know who Dumbo is, we need to come on now. You got to pull out the Disney catalog. Pull it out.
Hold on 1 second. She get Ken got days on the market. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that.
See the difference between this one and the other one? This one is right on the water.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So you might have some now. Okay.
Okay, he get a pass. He's for AR. Okay.
Distance. Okay. Sales.
That's why I really couldn't find anything to compare it to because where this particular house sits. And when you zoom out and you look at the satellite, that's really the only house that sits right there on the water. If you walk out the back door, down the balcony, down the steps,
yeah,
right there at the lake.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So let me see. It's based on sales date. But no, it's not distance. Bear with us, guys. I know.
No, you good. I'm at work, man. I came outside to get this done.
Okay. For any of you that are trying to figure out what Ty is using right now, it's going to be Deal You Later, aka PropStream. You too can go to dealyoulater.com. There is a free trial service. It will be, man, it's something that you really need when you're trying to do your ARVs.
All right, so
calculate your ARVs.
So okay, so I see a comp for 360. I see another one. Let me see, where is it? But okay, now that's across the river. Number 2 was
a lot of the comps they even compare it to is nowhere kind of near the house. Is no this house, this particular home, it really sits long.
Yeah. Now there's a couple of comps here that number 1 sold for 45. That was just land, but the one with a house on it, but the lot is a lot bigger. That's the difference right there. Is a lot. Here's is the lot. The one that sold for 360,000. The lot is 65,000 square feet, which is over an acre, and then yours is 9,900 square feet, right? So even if I did it, price, really don't want to do it that way, but it doesn't it doesn't give me any price per square foot on the based on the acreage. So divided by 65, 340. So Yeah, he he overpriced it. See, that lot is so big compared to yours. What is that? 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So if I divided 7 in, it's really not a good way to do it. But basically, it's a land play in reality, right? So the lot is so much smaller. He said the house needed a lot of work, right?
Yes, sir.
He still there? Okay. Yeah. So he said it needed a lot of work. Um, then see another one sold only for 23,000. That's what I don't like. Then I see another one, number 4.
And if you can see
And another one sold for only 9,000. Yeah.
back
That
around Christmas time, I see something it was sold for 31K. That particular home.
yeah. See, yeah. He's it's overpriced. It's overpriced. No, because see, really, it's just a lot play. The ones that are selling for some significant money is because their lots are so much bigger, right? That's the issue there. So that 100K, that's too much for that small of a lot on in that area. That's why he could get it at 11K, something like that, whenever he purchased it. So I would cancel that agreement on that one, my man.
Okay. Sounds good.
Go rescind it. Go rescind it.
But yeah, just let us know if you need some more help.
I got y'all. I appreciate y'all.
All right,
No
no
worries.
problem,
Thank
man.
you, Yoda. You know where to find us. Thank you for joining us.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right. Oh, look at all the flowers and the roses and the tulips and the carnations and the stuff in the chat box. Philip, Lydian, you say this is your first day going live. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you find this
Informative.
Oh my gosh, Drew a blank. Yes, Karen P. If the numbers don't work, the deal doesn't work. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's talk about cut and dry.
Yeah, it's absolutely all about the numbers.
All about the numbers.
Okay, so Saban, you ready? Yeah, boom. What's going on?
Yeah, what's good, Flip?
What's happening, man?
Hey, so I guess I just wanted to explain something real quick. Like, I guess how could I better go about this situation? So I was working with a realtor on a property in Milwaukee, right? And yeah, so it was off market. It was up for 55, and I got it locked down with the realtor for 70. Um, and then I ended up finding two buyers. The first one wanted to actually, yeah, one of them wanted to do 65, but I could get back to that one. So the one for 70, he wanted to do basically just wanted to do a finance deal. I think I understood how that went, but the one for 65, he wanted to do a refinance deal. So I get, and then no,
Let's back up. Let's get so the property was listed for 70,000, and you got the agent to agree to how much?
no, it was listed for 55, and I got the agent to agree to it for 70, because that's how much I was gonna flip it for.
Wait a minute. They were asking 55, and you offered more?
Dang, that's low-key what it sounded like. Yeah, no. But no, that what I mean is like I was gonna sell it for 70 is what I really did that.
Okay, so 70 was the amount you were going to put it. So 55 is what it was originally listed for, and you got with the realtor.
No, so the realtor had it listed for 55,
Gotcha.
and then I was gonna sell it for 70.
Gotcha. You're going to put it back out there for 70.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense now. Okay. All right. Okay, so he added on the contract for 55. That's what the listing price was, and you put it back out there at 70. You say somebody wanted to do owner financing at 65?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it kind of just started to seem like a waste of time because the agent was like, all right, yeah, the agent ended up buying it basically.
The agent did what?
He said the agent ended up buying it, so the agent probably went around you and went to the person that wanted to own finance and just rented it out. agent if you said it was off market. Because if it was off market, that means you didn't necessarily have to deal with the agent for the property. That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. But it was like it was on a Facebook group, so I just kind of went on there and
Oh,
tried
okay.
to see if I could get it that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you use the realtor as your contact. So the first thing I'm gonna say is like, did you ever speak to the owner directly? Did you ever at any point have communication with the owner of the property?
Nah, I didn't.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
You
that
gotta
one
be
is
direct.
pretty difficult because it's already being marketed out there. Not saying you again, as I was answering the young lady's question a moment ago, it's possible, but that's one of the harder ways to find deals. Things that are already posted for sale because it's been so heavily shopped around. Now, if you already had a buyer ready to go, so what I call somewhat of a lazy buyer, then you can make that work or whatever. That's when you have to really have buyers ready to go that, just let you feed them stuff and they really don't want to look. They're not really online like that or whatever. So, but again, it's possible, but those can be a little bit more difficult. But it was a lesson learned. The great thing about it, you took action and you learned a valuable lesson from that point, from that interaction with the agent and how they ended up just buying it, which I'm not sure what their role was within when the deal, if it wasn't listed.
Right.
But
All right.
yeah,
I mean, I got a hedge fund too, so I guess I should probably just keep working with them.
you got a what?
A hedge fund.
Oh well, yeah. Just whatever their buying criteria is, and you try to fill it for sure.
All right, for sure. I'm gonna definitely keep at it though.
All right, man.
Hey, most definitely because of you too. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
All right,
Keep it
no
up, bro. I'm
problem,
definitely
man. Look like you. Hey, what? Is it cold? What's the temperature out there?
I'm in Arizona right now. I ain't gonna lie. The only reason I
Okay.
picked Milwaukee
Oh,
is
you
because
said
that's where I'm
Milwaukee.
from.
Okay, you're in Arizona. I thought it was still daylight. I
Yeah.
was gonna ask him, was he on the West Coast somewhere? Okay, yeah. Okay, boom.
All right. Well, keep up the good work, Savon. You're gonna get that deal. Just make sure you're punching your numbers, and if possible, always try to deal with the owner directly. But you're on the right track, man. Right on the right track.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. For sure.
All
I
right, man.
appreciate y'all.
Check us back out.
Have a good night.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So,
Yeah, get some of them over there. Before we...
Yeah. I got this. So we're going to go with AR, who is on Instagram, who's child and the digital version of Dumbo. So the 4-year-old will know what I'm talking about when I say my ears big, and he'll have sympathy for me. Yes, he will. But I'm going to go ahead with the question right now. So the question is, can you give us an example of good and bad numbers? So when you're saying, hey, those numbers don't work, they sound bad. So just off the top of the dome, don't go too far into it. Just simple. Make it real simple. What's good numbers, bad numbers?
Okay, so we first have to establish that you're really reverse engineering deals. Okay. And what I mean by that, you have to understand what the possible end game is. And starting at the end game is you need to determine what the house will be worth fixed up. We call that ARV, after repair value. It explains itself. So basically, what will the house appraise for fixed up? So we have to reverse engineer and go backwards. We have to figure out how the flipper or even a guy that's doing rental, how are they going to make their money? But mainly we're talking about fix and flip guys or individuals. All right. So once we determine that number, so we're going to go with $100,000, right?
Okay.
So assuming that we've estimated that there's some repairs of 30,000.
Okay.
Okay, so what do those two numbers represent? So there's a simple formula that's used. Some people like it, some don't, but I like to present it because as a newbie, you got to have something to go by. All right, so I have a free calculator on my website, one of my sites, figurelator.com, and the formula is ARV. What will it appraise for fixed up after repair value times 70% That generally works in most markets. Places like Southern California, the Bay Area, Seattle, New York City, maybe parts of South Florida, maybe a couple other markets, maybe Boston. They may can get DC. They may can get away with 75, 80% or so in that range, or whatever. Because the price of real estate in those markets generally escalate faster, appreciate faster than most of the other markets. You know, so the rest of the country, 70% pretty much work. So we multiply 70% times the ARV. That's basically saying you're giving a 30% discount off this number. That represents an investor / cash buyer potential profit and holding costs. 20 to 25% profit, 5 to 10% possible holding costs, right? Okay, so you subtract the repairs from that number. We said 30,000, so 70% times 100,000, which is the ARV, 70% times 100,000 equals 70,000. If you subtract the 30,000 in repairs from the 70,000, that leaves 40,000. You still haven't included your possible money. On that deal, you could do 10% of the ARV, 7 to 10% to come up with how much you could possibly make. So on that deal, if we did 10% of $100,000 ARV is 10,000. So if we subtract 10,000 from 40,000, which was left after doing the 70% minus repairs, that leaves 30,000. That's where your number would be. All right, let's reverse that now. So with all those numbers, ARV 100,000, we know we need to be at 30,000, but they want 70,000. Not a deal. That's why it's not a deal. Numbers don't work for a wholesale deal. It's hard not to sort of go into some of those kind of. I can't assume everybody knows.
No, that was good.
Yeah,
that was good. That makes sense. And then, like you said, there's a deal you later calculator. Like check the numbers.
Yeah.
It'll help you decide whether you have a good deal or
what do those two letters stand for?
Good deal
or great deal. Both work. Or great deal.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So if the numbers don't work, it's not a deal. It's all about. So the only other option would be if 70, it wouldn't be a wholesale deal. It would be a creative financing deal.
Creative financing deal.
Now you're getting into.
I don't want to try to confuse it any more than what it already is.
That's another ballgame. But there's levels to this, as they say. There's levels to this, and there's if you're gonna do it all, then it's possible that you never leave anything on the table. To the individual that's only wholesaling, they would just throw that out. It would be out the window. They would move on. But if you do wholesaling, you do, creative financing, then you would take the next step and figure out something else that was going on. So it wouldn't necessarily mean it was dead. That's right, Avion Vita. Other options. Okay, so I'm gonna take one more question, and then Tyrone, I got you coming up. I see you, my guy. You came over from social media over here, and you'll be up next. And then James, son of Mary, I see you too.
Get us a TikTok.
See you soon.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna take another question. Cadillac Coupe, I like that. Do I need an LLC to close my first deal, or can I close a deal with my personal name on the contract? The reason I ask is for liability, or are you just as protected using your personal name? So that question is asked a lot, and the answer normally boils down to your funding. What funds do you have? If you have no funds doing that first deal without the LLC, is absolutely fine. Then your name is going to be one of the first things that you're going to tackle once you get some money in your pocket, once you get that check. But
get your hand out of my pocket.
You know what? So I'm gonna let you answer that. You're the answerer of the questions tonight. So LLC, is it needed for that very first deal? Not just your business. We're talking about specifically that very first deal.
Okay, do you need an LLC to start, and is it okay to put in your personal name? Does it really matter? Was, I think, the basis of his questions.
Yeah.
So to start is the operative words there. To start. No, not to start. But after your first deal, if you don't have the resources to establish an LLC before you actually do a deal, after your first deal, being established one, it's not going to kill you tax-wise or whatever. You know, that's one of them good problems. As Marlo Stanfield once said, the great Marlo Stanfield. Now you are running a business, so you should be as treated as such. So that's why, you know, and all the benefits of establishing an entity such as an LLC is why you should actually do that, right? Period. Because you are running a business, or you want to treat it as such.
Okay. So this is specifically for you. It's from Mr. William Kellum. It says, Ty, I bought a house from you about 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, I know where.
In Woodlawn.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the name of the company in Florida that you use for phone and text messages? So
No, they're not based out of Florida. If you text the word, well, I guess he means the phone dialer. If you text the word text, there we go. If you text the word text to the number, that'll show you how to set up your text messaging campaign. And then if you're going to do cold calling and you want a speed dialer, you want to be efficient, you text the word, where is it?
You got a lot going on.
Dialer. Text the word dialer to the number and it'll do it. But what's up, William? Bill, I think what his name is.
Okay.
Remember old Bill Keller?
Okay. So I'm gonna take this question before I get to you, Tyrone. You're up. It's Ty. Okay. So Regina Yamoya wants to know, how can you estimate the repairs without a contractor? Now that's something that you're gonna have to get good with in wholesaling, because you don't want to have to pay a contractor every time to come out to give you an estimate on fees, because they're gonna catch up to you and be like, hey, I ain't coming out here because you ain't giving me no work. You keep calling me to give you estimates, but you're not giving me work. So maybe the first couple of times you can get someone out there, maybe get two different people to get a feel for what they're doing and ask questions, but you got to be able to estimate repairs on your own, right? So what is the method that you use using the square footage? Like $25, is it 10, 25, and 40, depending on the condition of the house?
I saw this video, this guy, I had a different way that I would do it, you know, previously years, but I saw this guy explain it, you know, based on just square footage. Now, this is a generalization. The neighborhoods matter, but for the most part, this is going to work in most situations. If the house is livable, $25 a square foot. If it's not livable, 40. If it's a rental area, maybe $15, $20 a square foot. If it's in a higher end area, maybe $45, $50 a square foot. It's for renovation. Now, if you go to my YouTube, you text the letters RC for repair calculator, you can get access to my actual repair calculator on digulator.com. That's RC. RC.
RC. Okay, so I'm gonna follow up that question for Miss Regina. Okay, you have not necessarily newbies and oldies alike will get that call and the seller will say it needs no repairs. So is it safe to say, I know what you kind of always taught me and said was like, everything needs repairs. Everything needs repairs because it's going to need something to get to the level of what someone may want. So if they say, hey, it absolutely needs nothing, do you just throw out a minimum of $5,000 for it?
I'm a normal prop. If I see, sometimes it may be fairly new construction, you know, it may be got it over their head, but it's paid off or got a lot of equity in it. So yeah, it can literally mean no repairs. All right. It's still going to boil down to the formula or numbers, 70% times the ARV. In this case, the repairs are 0 or 1,000 if you want to put in there. And then how much you think you want to make based off of 70%, 7 to 10% of the ARV. And boom, that's your offer.
Okay, so I'm gonna give an example, just focusing on this repair thing, because now we got the $25, $40, depending on the condition, times the square foot. Then we have, if the seller and you go out there and you say, hey, it really doesn't need anything. You're just gonna throw a flat 5 on there. Okay, so what I'm asking is, I guess more specifically, is what you think needs no repairs and what I think needs no repairs, because the ARV is what matters. The ARV after repair value is getting your house to look like the house on the corner that's brand spanking new or in really, really good condition. So I walk into this house, it needs no repairs. it looks great, but it has wood paneling through it. That doesn't necessarily mean anything's wrong with it, but this day and age, who wants the house that they're buying brand new with wood paneling? So that is a repair, right?
It's a repair expense.
It's a repair expense. So that goes back to what I'm saying is you say there's
So
nothing
now
wrong.
it's considered updated.
Ah,
That's an update, but it's still repair cost.
so
You
do
know,
we not
the
consider
house-
updates when we are doing
Yeah,
repairs?
well, yeah. You know, if you're trying to sell it at the top end, that could be a deal breaker. Like I say, it's rare people going to. It depends on the neighborhood. Now let's factor that in.
You're right.
But if it, like say, wood paneling, that normally doesn't fly. You know, the more it costs, that really doesn't fly. So
Right.
what if the house is 2,500 square feet? House is in great shape, but the kitchen hasn't been updated in 25 since they bought it in '88.
So that's a repair.
So that could be a total renovation, but it's livable though. But you're really going in there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a good example. So so it can literally need no repairs, but it needs to be updated. Those can be two different things.
Okay.
So, but they still come in, it's still renovation cost.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
All right. So that was a little 5-10 minute thing on repairs. Philip, absolutely. You can watch this from the beginning. As soon as we're done, it's uploaded.
Well, actually, they can just take the thing on, if you're on YouTube, you can just, the little red bar that's going across, you just scroll all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Catch up. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he won't catch up, but yeah.
Well,
We'll
catch
be
up,
out.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, and the question was, can I get a printout of all of these numbers and your website? You know what? I think, you know what? Just listen to me, okay? Like when we're doing the outro, when we're like, hey, we'll see you on the flip side, there should be a screen, one of my banners that I post up that has all of the keywords and phrases. And that'll sit there for like 10 seconds. You can screenshot it or you can just watch it. Like, so they'll have it because we do spit out a lot of stuff. And congratulations. He says, my future wife, Amanda O'Daniel, is my life partner. Speak that into existence. Yes, yes, yes. That is your,
that's brilliant.
And build a generational wealth together. I like that.
That's brilliant.
All right, Tyrone, you up? Tyrone, oh, there you go. He ready. Boom. Hey, you have been waiting so patiently. I greatly appreciate you joining us tonight. Where are you calling from?
From New York.
Okay, from New York.
How do you pronounce that last name?
Allicock. Allicock.
Okay, all right. What you got, Mr. Tyrone?
Well, I'm just now starting off. I've been looking at your videos and whatnot. I'm an elevator mechanic, so I kind of like travel all around. So I'm always keeping an eye out for all these vacant homes or homes with that's boarded up and whatnot. So I have a few addresses, but I've also purchased your the secrets for starting and whatnot.
Yes, sir.
I purchased that, so I've been trying to get a nod. No, I appreciate you for putting me on, but I've been trying to get the part together in terms of trying to talk to the sellers and whatnot. So I guess while I was waiting, I got a lot of my questions already answered from a lot of people that was saying whatever they were saying in terms of what I needed. But I guess what the problem is that I'm having is I guess to know if I have a good deal when I call them. I want to call them and be able to if I want to offer them a deal, how would I go about
Well, sometimes that'll be an option for you where when you call them, you know what your number needs to be. But say if you did a postcard campaign and you were the one fielding the calls, or you're doing a letter campaign, you're the one taking the calls that come in. You're not going to know. You're not even going to, you may be actually driving when the call comes through. So you won't know, you know what I'm saying? Now, over time, some parts of your market, you'll automatically know where you need to be as far as price. But a lot of cases, especially starting out, you won't know. So it's going to have to be a follow-up made, once you all have the discussion and you go through, everything, and you'll be able to follow up with them and then maybe go into price. Now, ideally, the objective is to get them to give you a price, their least amount. That's always your primary objective whenever you're talking to a seller, can I get them to give me their least amount? Now, what will happen, a lot of sellers won't do it. They will force you into an offer. So when that happens, hey, you say, Mr. Seller, you know I'm in the business to make money, you know, laughing and make giggle a little bit. You know, if I can get your property for $1, you know, I would. I'm just going to be just straight up with you. You know, some people be insulted by that or not, but you're saying it in a joking manner. So to make it easy on both of us, you know what your number is. Just give it to me. You know what your bottom line number is. I can just yay or nay it. If it's something we can work in, we can make this happen fast. We're going to buy it as is. So you don't have to worry about any contingencies on that part. If the title is clear, we're going to roll with it or whatever. So, and do it in 2 to 4 weeks. And so, but sometimes you won't be in a position to know what the numbers will need to be. But now in other situations where you may have drove for dollars or whatever you did to gather some numbers and you researched them, maybe so. But even with that, I wouldn't do it too much because you'll spend a lot of time researching every property and you may have a list of 30 of them, research all of them, and you can only get 2 of them on the phone or whatever. So, so don't spend a lot of time doing that. You know, focus on getting them on, you know, actually talking to them first, because you're gonna, if they're serious about selling, you know, you'll be able to follow up with them. That's where the money is made anywhere, in the follow up.
Oh, so you think just make the phone calls first and then take it from there in turn.
Yeah.
And then I'll know if I'll have a deal or whatnot. Then
Exactly. Because you can do all that research. You can get all 30 of them on the phone and none of them don't want to sell. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. So just try to get in contact with them.
Start making calls pretty much.
And then we get to the research part of it.
Okay, copy. Sounds good. All right. Thank you, man. I really appreciate everything that you're putting out there, man. Really
all right, no problem at all, man. Please join us again if you have more questions.
Absolutely, I will.
All right, thank you, Tyrone. You have a good night, okay?
You too, guys. Thanks.
Bye-bye. James. Oh, I bumped James instead of Tyrone.
Oh, James.
James, son of Mary, come on back.
James, come on back, man. We got it.
My bad. I will bring you on. Omar, I need to see your face. I see your profile picture right now. As soon as I see you come on live, I will bring you on to join us.
Okay.
James, okay. What's up, Omar?
Hey, what's going on, people?
You're Walmart, man.
Hey, man, you caught me off guard, man. The late one, man. I almost missed it.
I'm sorry. I need to throw something in your buggy, too, while you
where is he? Where you say that?
He didn't say. He was almost missed it because he had logged out. Where you calling from, Omar?
Oh, yeah, I'm out here in Westchester, New York. I'm here training. In the middle of training.
Well, congratulations. What you're training for. Do good.
Huh?
Okay. Well, I was saying good job on congratulations on your training. I'm hoping that you're training for something new.
He's talking about training here, I think. He's talking about here.
No, I thought he was training there. Well, he is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm training championship training and
see
flipping training.
See? Oh,
yeah.
Omar, you basically Omar just said I was wrong and I don't do that.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
He's with us every day.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's maxing it out as he should.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
Okay.
No. Because I ain't gonna be doing too much acting and talking pretty soon because I'm be out there. I'm already getting started, but it's good. I don't have my pad with me, but for one question I do remember from it. At the closing, when you hold a property and there's tenants in there, I know I think you hit on this before in another live that you've done, but when there's tenants in the property, at the closing, when you're wholesaling, at the closing, if the buyer wants the tenant, actually, if the buyer wants the property cleared with no tenants, right? who does that fall on? Does it fall on the seller or the wholesaler myself when they want it cleared?
Okay, what was the question? You said
So when wholesaling, right? So if there's tenants at the property. Let's say that the owner has tenants.
who's going to get them out?
Yeah.
Well, if it's a situation where they're bad tenants, meaning they're not paying or squatting or something,
Okay.
then that's part of your negotiations at that point. So it's going to depend on what the situation is. You know, if they hadn't paid in years or whatever situation, that's a negotiating plus for you. It possibly could be, because now you're going to probably have to buy the property or put it on the contract sight unseen, even after you put it on the contract, right? And so your buyer is going to have to probably buy based on that also. So when you're talking to a seller like that, you say, now, I know we agreed on this price, or you talking about this price, but we have to assume that the house is not livable, even though they're living in it. We have to assume that as far as repair costs. So that could be well, you have to do that, because even if you get them out of there, who to say they won't tear it up? You can go, even if they let us look at it, who to say they wouldn't tear it up in the process of leaving? That happens.
I've seen it.
So you use that to your benefit, is trying to get a price a lot lower, because now it has to be assumed that the entire interior has to be renovated. You can see the exterior in most cases. So you take that into consideration when you're negotiating. Now, if it's in pretty good condition, it's just a bonus and more probably money in your pocket or whatever. But now with that being said, now most buyers won't take that on. So they may want it vacant before they close on it. So now that's where the hard part may come in at. But you may have to actually pay them to leave. Maybe not any money up front. You may have to front some moving costs, but you'll pay the moving company directly, or buying the U-Haul or whatever for them. You won't put money in their hands until you get money in your hands or whatever. So you may pay them $1,000 moving costs. Because the way you want it is that you're gonna have to leave. You're gonna have to leave. You might as well get paid to leave. So you'll send them something in the mail until they respond, and try to call them or whatever. So but yeah, that happens. But use it as a plus for the negotiating chip in your behalf.
Okay. I do remember the other one. What's the best way to wholesale a property when there's liens on it, or they have a tax lien on
The
it?
liens have to justify the price. The price in most cases has to cover the price that works for you, covers what they owe, and they're willing to accept that price. Most people, when they give you a price, it's based on what they owe, whether that's nothing or whatever they owe. So it just has to cover it. Those liens or unpaid mortgages or whatever will be paid off at the closing table. So again, it just has the price that works for you has to cover what they owe, because it's rare people will come to the closing table with money.
Okay. Got it.
All right, man.
So, all right. So, thank you so much, man. Thank you guys.
No problem at all.
All right. And hey, I missed it. The flowers. What are the flowers? What's going on? I got on here a little.
No, Yoda, which was someone that came on live and asked the question, just no different than just saying thank you. Give Ty his flowers now. Just saying thank you for the content, the free content, and the lives and the dailies and all of that information. So it was just compliments.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sending my bouquets in, you know.
All right, man. All right, make it happen.
Edible arrangement or something.
There
you go. All right. Well, thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's cool.
Tomorrow be Monday.
Monday on the next live.
Yeah. All right.
Keep training.
All right. Thanks. All right, y'all.
All right. Bye. James. Yep, James.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you and see you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Oh, super tight. What you got, my man?
Appreciate it. Yeah, I was wondering. So I got your course. And stuff. I got some bandit signs and stuff. I just started putting them out. But I was trying to get organized. I was wondering like a CRM. Do you got a CRM? Everybody keeps talking about a CRM, so I was trying to get a CRM.
Yeah, we have one that we offer through my site, digulator.com. If you just go there to Digulator and just tap the CRM tab there.
Okay. Also, I was just wondering, like I say, I've been doing. I put out a few bandit signs. I got a couple calls. So I was trying to like, what other marketing would you recommend besides cold calls, driving for dollars, bandit signs?
Well, if you're going to do cold calling, you might as well add that layer of text messaging to it. You definitely want to try to JV on some deals with other wholesalers. They've already done the hard work about finding a great deal. So if you build you a small buyers list, maybe 4 to maybe 7 buyers, strong cash buyers, you can feed them those deals from wholesalers that may have understand how to find the deal tied up, but they may not be that comfortable with finding a buyer. So you're making capitalize in that way. Also, make sure just to open up your target is making a strong. We already make a strong push on self-storage and all that stuff, but making even a stronger push for raw land, vacant land. So only thing still needs to be off market, but if you text the word raw to this number, it'll break it down what we're actually looking for. But just to add that as another layer for you. So now we talk about virtual wholesaling. Virtual wholesaling land is easier than virtual wholesaling houses, because now you don't need boots on the ground. I listened to this podcast. They termed it BOG, boots on the ground. I like that. But yeah, so now you don't really need that in most cases with land, because guess what? The door is always open. The doors of the church are always open on land. You know what I'm saying? Unless there's a gate around it or something like a fence around it. But in most cases, it's always open. So you don't have to show it. You can do all of your everything you need to do from the internet or whatever as far as analyzing it. And so now the entire country opens up to you. So what we're looking for, if you want to partner with me, is we're really looking for 5 acres or more. We could do less acreage. We can. It just depends. But ideally, 5 acres or more. 10 acres or more is more ideal. The larger the acreage is, and it needs to be road frontage, hopefully on a county road or a county highway or a state highway, or obviously the freeway. And we can make some things happen. It needs to be flat. Didn't really need to be that hilly by no means. But yeah, so just to add another option out there for you, vacant land.
Okay. And
Yep.
just
let me say this real quick. A lot of times when you look at a house, the deal as far as a house by itself may not be an opportunity, but it may be sitting on 3 acres in a neighborhood where everybody else is only sitting on 0.25 acres. If that's the situation, you probably have something. Whereas they may be asking full price for the house, but because they're sitting on so many acres, that it may be an actual deal anyway. I just wanted to add that in. But what was your question?
Okay. Now I was just saying, with the text messaging, I think you said, like, cause I got prop stream, but I don't got
batch.
I don't got batch. So
well, in reality, if you're going to do text message, you're going to do that, and I know everybody can't afford all those tools at one time.
Okay.
You can hear me?
See. Can you hear me? I'm not being heard, huh?
You can't hear me?
Let me see. I had a call. I declined it. Now let me see if this will help. Settings.
You can't hear me? Still can't hear me? Guess we need a sign for that, though.
Oh, that would be cool.
And we're trying to do everything.
Yeah, just wait the sign. My idea was, I like my idea first.
Oh, yeah,
first.
we're going to do that.
But yours is easiest, so yeah, go ahead and make the sign.
We're gonna
James.
do it.
Oh.
Yeah, he out there. Go ahead.
No.
He can't hear you.
Okay. So yeah, James, we'll follow back up. If you pop back in before we close out, I will bring you right back on. So hold that bandit sign up. Can we show that?
Which one?
Bandit.
Okay.
Bandit. Okay, so double wide rack. Yes. Someone told you asked about bandit signs, and can I show you a video on how to order them, what they should look like, the sizes, the colors?
Well, I have a video on that. One of the more popular videos. Ride along with the Flip Man. And that's a bandit sign video.
Okay, and then someone mentioned that you can get Amazon bandit signs. Yes, just keep in mind the ones on Amazon, you're gonna have to hand write those in, and they're just blank, pre-filled versus one of the dirt cheap signs. You can create your own. Be a little creative. Don't get too creative. Don't get too and keep it color simple. No more than 2 colors. Well, it's 3 if you count the white. But 2 colors on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the size is 18 by 24. 18 by 24 is a really good size, but erring on the side of doing something, you get what you can afford. At
Yes.
one point, it was 9 by 12. At one point, it was
12 by 18.
12 by 18, and now it's 18 by 24. It's bigger. Just trial and error.
I had a test, I had double the signs out. I had double the signs, smaller signs out versus the larger, and the larger outperformed. Yeah.
So yeah,
One thing to think about.
If you would,
Don't take a brain surgery to figure out the larger message. Probably gonna get more attention, but I had to fall in that sport.
But yeah, go to their 2 signs. Do not order them online. Give them a call, mention the Flipman, you get a discount on those signs. But yeah, just get you some, start somewhere. So way to go, double wide rate, double game. All right, James. Boom, you back. Okay, what was that? Finish up.
So I got prop stream, but I don't got batch. So to do text messaging, you think I'm gonna need to get batch, or can you?
And now I use all of them. I'm an affiliate of them, so of all. But if you're going to do text messages, technically you don't need prop. Just being real.
You say you don't prop stream?
Yeah, technically you don't need it because batch does pretty much everything the same thing. So if you're going to do text messaging, batch should do everything. You're just going to have to get used to using it versus, prop or whatever. But, it does. They do the same thing. It just batch does do text messaging. So.
Yeah, I think I seen some of your signs. I'm in Atlanta, man. I think I seen some of your signs out here.
Probably what it is people just use that color scheme. Because I've shown it so many times. So people just use the color scheme and the design or whatever. It's not mine. I don't have any out there in Atlanta or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And one question: how much you think it is? How much I think I need to invest to start with the text?
Well, to set up the text messaging campaign, you're gonna have to buy your list. So 1,000 would work. So if you did it through batch, 10 cents a search, so that's basically $100. The service itself is probably another $150, so about $250 in all. If you were gonna roll, if you were just gonna only roll with batch.
Okay, yeah.
So, but if I don't know if you watched the video, but if you text the word text, I'll show you how to set it all up. But I'm using prop to build a list, so it'd have to be I could get someone to onboard you with batch to show you how to build a list there if you don't figure it out.
So you saying you use prop stream to build your list and then send it over to batch?
Yeah, basically, that's what we do.
Okay.
But I had never done it in batch, but I know that's a feature in there. I've never built lists there though, but we use it. I just go back and forth.
Okay, all right, man. Appreciate y'all.
No problem at all. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. I'll tap back in. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you do the same, my man. Yep.
Thank you. Have a good night, James. Love Lane, I see your comment there. Thank you for purchasing the ebook and the wholesale system. You didn't receive your confirmation as of yet. Send a text message to that number so I can do, or Ty can do.
Well, yeah, if you text me on the number, tell me you didn't get what you paid for, I'll send you a video on how to find what you're looking. Normally it's one or three things. Either you're not checking the email address that you made the payment with, there was a typo in the email, or it went to your spam. It's going to be normally one of those three things.
Okay, Love Lane, just send that over so we can do some follow-up for you. And thank you again for purchasing those products. Greatly appreciate that. Okay, so when you're talking about this land, because they are on here about this land, what are they supposed to do if they have the land?
What are they supposed to do?
Yes.
They're supposed to hit me up.
I know, because it's like, it's going crazy in the chat boxes about land. I got land. I got this spot here. I know this spot here. I got these acres here. 5 acres here. 20 acres here. What? So
Good.
Put it up on the screen. Put it up.
Boom.
All right. Raw. What is R-A-W?
Raw land.
Raw land.
Yes.
Raw.
So I didn't want to put the word land because people are asking questions about land, and community will start to put them in places it shouldn't be going.
Gotcha.
So people don't normally use the word raw land. So I had to use a word.
Okay, so text the word raw. Okay.
And that explains what you need to do.
You should put law.
Law?
Land is wanted. Land, no, never mind. I was trying to think of something. It ain't working. Brain ain't working. A question about it was, does it raw land? So that means it's not zoned for anything.
No, it doesn't matter about that.
Okay.
It will matter in the end of the day, but no, don't worry about that part of it.
Okay.
You know, we'll figure that out if there's an opportunity there.
Okay, because someone asked, are you only looking for residential zone?
No. It could be commercial also.
Okay.
Now it needs to be off market. Let me define off market.
Okay.
Now number one, it is not for sale anywhere on the internet. Number two, unless it's off a freeway near a truck stop, it can't have a sign on the property either saying for sale. So it's not going to be something you're just going to probably, just like you're driving for dollars looking for houses. You can do that with land, but you're going to have some tool to identify the land that you're looking at, because it's easy to spot a house and probably say, well, that's that property there, you know, because another house right by, you know what I'm saying? So that's, it's different. So you're going to have a research tool that you're using now, either prop or batch. You're going to have to probably use a tool like that, maybe even Land Glide or whatever. You're going to have a tool to be able to identify the actual boundaries of that thing and then give you the information on how large it is. Now, a lot of times, depending on what you're using, well, a lot of times it'll give you the how big of what it is as far as an acre. Yeah, just understand the basics of the square footage in an acre is what, Adrian? I know what it is. I'm asking you.
The difference between square foot and acreage? No,
that ain't what I said. You know what I said.
I was zoomed out.
You know what I said. I said, what is the square footage in an acre?
Oh, heck. I don't know. You just said that 65,000 was almost an acre. So
and now it's over an acre. That was over an acre.
It's a little over an acre. So 60 something?
43,560.
Why would I know that off the top of my head? Like, don't
I
do
know
that. Yeah, because you've been talking about land for no. Okay, now I know 43,000 what?
560 square feet.
43,560 square feet.
That's an easy number to remember. It's 43.
43,560.
And then 43560.
43560. You have to say it like that. I can't put 1,000 in there. 43560. Okay. Things I know. And that's how stuff get planted in my head.
But see, like I said, now that's more of a research game. You really don't even have to leave your house. This is where the internet becomes so valuable. It's a research game, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like I said, so you're going to run into houses that you're getting leads on. And we already, and one day after having a conversation with my partner on this, that she's not going to share her skills, going through me, so y'all just gonna have to feed through me. There's plenty of content out there on it. But you want to deal with me, we can make some money together. I may put it out there one day when she's comfortable with it, but that was part of our deal or whatever. But it just had me look at things totally different on that. And I already had leads, at least one lead that came in a day before in Texas on 5 acres. We put it under contract for $250. We think we're going to be able to sell it for $350. I was one of the texts I sent here while I was sitting here. We had to make a couple of changes on the contract that we sent over to the seller, and we'll see. It didn't work out, but I'm like pumped. Because now that's virtual wholesaling. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the door is always open. You don't have to be there to shore. You don't have to have boots on the ground. In most cases, it's on. So be on with me.
Okay. And the land doesn't have to be under contract.
No.
I'm just asking the questions.
No.
They ask me questions. I read the questions. You answer me questions. That's the way this thing works. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Okay. Always something new. I like it.
Now, what I will probably do is put out a couple of videos on how to research. I am going to do that. I may do that over the next couple of days on how to research to find, you know what I'm saying? Okay. You ain't got to go through. I'm just open your eyes up. That's all I'm here for. Okay. Maybe a few, what they call shingles. What they call them back in the old days? Shingles. Shingles what? Like money, shingles.
Shillings.
Shillings.
What you been watching? Sherlock Holmes?
Huh? You already know what I've been watching.
You know what?
I'm saying Game of Thrones. Shillings.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna start that over. Okay.
Oh, you know they got the new. You know they got the new thing gonna come out.
The follow-up
with the dragons. No, this like before. They're gonna go all the way back, like when the Mad King was still alive. They're gonna go back. They're gonna go back that far.
Daenerys' daddy?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know. I don't watch TV, I don't look at anything. Hell, I didn't know the stuff was going on in Ukraine until yesterday. Yeah, had no clue. I got to start. Yeah, I'm totally not connected. Okay, guys, a little off kilter there. The land, make sure you're texting RAW, RAW, to the number 205-964-5243 for any off-market land opportunities that you see or may have. Also, utilize all the keywords.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through some of them. You want the contract? Boom. This is the same contract I've used since 2003, been giving it away for free since 2008. The video on how to analyze and possibly flip apartments with me, hopefully. Text the word DOE. That's one of the more recent videos. We still got the self-storage we want to partner with you on. Text the word units and apartments. All right. Having trouble finding cash buyers. This is the way to build and target cash buyers through real estate agents. What else we got? I did the text messaging. We did the great deal. Oh, you're trying to build lists, such as lists for raw land, for a vacant residential land or commercial. Text the word list. In this video here, I won't talk about it, but you'll figure it out. I'm gonna put one out for it though. Text the word list. Oh, and still on. We got the 50. We still doing houses. 50-50. Text that. 5050.
All right. The topic of the day was the land.
Let's
flip land too. Yes. If you're interested in doing that, so we put that out there.
I even sparked back. I even what do you call it when you bring somebody back? You bring them back in. I unretired one of my websites.
Oh, pull it out.
One of my, to find. We buy land. That's it. Hey, we buy land too.com.
Okay, you got that on that.
Yes.
Yes. So if we find a piece of land with your requirements, we just throw you the contact info of the owner.
That works too.
That works too. That'll work too. Okay, so yes, everyone wants a video on how to research land. That would be great. They will love that information.
Okay,
Yeah.
boom. We're
So
gonna make
that'll
that happen.
probably give it a little 7 to 10 business days, 7 to 10 business or working days. We'll have that information. Question, quick question from Chris Flips Houses, because I had it pulled here and I never asked. How do we get the ARV if they're okay? Let me start over. How do we get the ARV if they're asking almost ARV, but the value of the property makes it still a good deal?
The
It
ARV
can't be.
is the value.
ARV is the value, and if they're close to it, there's no meat on the bone. There's no room.
Not for wholesaling, no.
Not for wholesaling.
Now again, I mentioned it earlier to Yoda, one of the guys that came on. You may go through some of your leads you've already been forming. Is you may have a house situation where it wasn't a wholesale deal, wasn't far off, but it was sitting on a nice lot. You know, it was sitting on maybe an acre or two or whatever. That may be an opportunity, right? Especially if it's in a B area and it's sitting on not the normal size lot for that area. Now you could possibly, you tear that house down and maybe put 3 houses on it, right? So now that value, that one house is potentially 3 houses or whatever. So just keep that in your arsenal also.
Okay, Moolah, no, the signs are not double-sided.
No. On the backside of this, I did an example. If you're gonna do handwritten sign when you're trying to promote a property that you have, cheap house for sale, you know, put the price on there, call or text, phone number. You know what the phone number is.
These are going up against stop signs. They're going up a pole, depending on how you're hanging up or using the zip tie method. They're going against, you know, like your metal poles or.
No, double sided will be a waste of money.
Nobody's gonna see the back.
But they're gonna charge you the same price.
Double the price. That's a whole nother stack.
Yeah, that's a whole nother stack of sign. Yeah, one sided.
So yeah. Okay, guys, we've been on for a little over an hour. Thank you all for joining us. We have all of the keywords that you can send.
Yeah, you're brilliant. I got to figure out how to do it, but yeah, I'll get it done. I need to figure out how I want to lay it out. Yeah.
Yeah, because like while I'm talking right now, all will just be up there.
Yeah. So do they need to say what it is? Do they need to say what it is? Because it's
no. Just we explain it throughout. They just need to know what they are.
Okay.
What the sentence is.
Okay.
No, that's exactly what that is. It's just gonna be a bunch.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Join us next Thursday. We'll be here. This is a place where you ask your questions in regards to real estate investing, which includes wholesale.
That'll do it.
We'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you for joining us. Y'all have a good evening.
Bye.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
You text me then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243.